I want you guys to realize, when I talk about just because the path is lonely doesn't mean the path is wrong. This is where I get this at. These paths are lonely. And it's a Sunday, the parking lot is crowded, but the paths are still lonely. They are. And when I say just because the path is lonely doesn't mean the path is wrong, this is what I talk about. This path leads to the pinnacle of this hike. And a lot of times in life, what happens is that we have other options, when it comes to us bettering our life. When I started this, it's not a hike/run. I made up in my mind that I wasn't going to stop until I reached my finish line. Now, my finish line has changed throughout the years. At first, I couldn't make it to the top. So appreciate where your finish lines are at, appreciate progression, appreciate growth. But I knew my finish line was at the pinnacle of this place. And to be honest with you, I hit roadblocks, I hit challenges. I got tired, but I decided, since I made up in my mind at first I wasn't going to quit, there was no other option. I made it happen. I figured it out. And in life, with you guys watching this, some of us, we're leaving other options open. And what I mean by that is that, we leave other stuff open, whether it be they out here protecting their peace. I love that. Look at that. Cool. We leave other options open, other paths open, so if that path that leads us to the best us, to the best you, happens to be difficult, happens to have an obstacle, happens to be lonely, a lot of us, what we do, we think the path is wrong because of that. And so since we left other options open, we go back down that path of destruction. We go back and turn around, go back down that path of pain, go back down that path of settling with our life. You got to make up in your mind that there's no other option. Seriously, there's no other option except you becoming the best you. That's it. That's it. And like I always tell you guys, the best you doesn't always mean it's going to be pretty. It doesn't always mean it's going to be perfect. It's not. But when you make that the only option, settling no longer becomes an option. Accepting less than your worth no longer becomes an option. You know what I'm saying? Disrespect no longer becomes an option. Staying in your comfort zone no longer becomes an option. But the problem is we leave those options open. We leave those bridges still there in our life. And I'm telling you, if you leave those options open, when you hit the challenge that you will hit on the right path, when you hit the setback that you will hit on the right path, you will turn back. You will turn back and go back. So whatever it is that you're leaving open that you know is not going to lead you to the best you, close it. See this bridge right here? Some of us let me tell you something about a bridge, and the light is shining straight up. Bridges lead you somewhere. Bridges lead you across somewhere. Every bridge in your life is leading you somewhere. Now, around that corner, it could be growth, it could be peace, it could be whatever, right? And some of us, what we do is we walk across the bridge, and we walk across this bridge, and when we get over here, it doesn't look like what we expected. Growth doesn't look pretty like we expected. It looks lonely, it looks hard. And so what do? Since we didn't burn that bridge, we just walk right back across it and take ourselves into the same spot where we were at. And that's how we live life. But if we burn that bridge, there's no other way back across it. So realize, man, you got to say, there's no other option except me becoming the best me. And that's it. That's what I need you to do. I need you to really make up in your mind that. Really make up in your mind that. And please share this and tag this to somebody. Because somebody is leaving too many options open. Too many roads. Too many roads open. If you know that road leads you to crashing your life, if you know that road leads you to a dead end, if you know that road leads you to destruction, why is that road still open in your life? Close the road. Close it. always stress to you guys this, that it will be hard. It is. I mean, that's just a part of it. But, you know, the hardest things to do are sometimes the best things to do. But you know, I'm not telling you nothing you don't know. You know what roads you're leaving open. You know what doors you're keeping open in your life that need to be closed for good. And, you know, prioritize your peace. Yeah, I like that. Prioritize your peace. Prioritize your peace in your life. And make that your priority. So anything after that becomes secondary. So anything that strips from that, you know that you might need to get rid of it. But there's no other option. No other option except you become the best you. Places I come gather my thoughts and I release and I let go and I disconnect. And I'm appreciative, I'm thankful, I'm grateful. That's why I started Protect Your Peace. And this is where I come up with the no other options, right? This is why I evaluate my life and say, okay, that can no longer be an option for me. You know, I can no longer operate in this habit. I can no longer do these certain things if I want to get here. A lot of times when we have these, when we have the best yous and me's and we's, and we're always trying to figure out the like, what do I need to bring into my life to get there? And I promise you this, it will change the way you operate life. I promise you this. We're always thinking about what do we need in our life to take us there, to get there? Like, what is it in the world that I don't have that I need to get there? And sometimes, you know, that's true. You do need things to come into your life. You do need, you know, certain connections, whatever it may be. But I've learned in my life, it's not about what I need to bring into my life to get me there. It's what I need to release from my life to get me there. See, it's not about always what you need to get you to a new destination, to a new place. A lot of times it's the weight that you're carrying that you need to release, because some of us are carrying so much weight, and that weight could be a metaphor for anything. Some of us, not necessarily physical weight, but spiritual, emotional weight. Some of us are carrying so much weight that we cannot get to certain places because of the weight that's holding us down. And once we release that weight, once we let go of that weight, we realize that, dang, those were the things that are holding me back. You know, so it's about stripping the things from your life, removing the things from your life, not always adding certain things to your life, because this is even a better analogy. Because I realized with my life that when I removed certain things, it automatically added certain things. Man, when I removed certain drama in my life, it automatically added certain peace in my life. You know, when I removed certain habits from my life, it automatically added certain growth to my life. You know, when I removed certain people from my life, it automatically added certain focus to my life. Do you guys get me? So it's not always about what do I need to add, it's about what do I need to subtract. Because when you subtract, it automatically adds certain things. You let go of certain things that's been holding you back, all right? Make it no other option. No other option than you becoming the best you. That's the only option. You becoming the best you. And when you make that your only option, I promise you, you will find a way to progress there. Like I say in every single video, it all starts with you.